My name is Alvi, and today's topic I'll be discussing is keeping healthy in and out of Ramadan. So a little background information about me. I am a regulated healthcare practitioner that's in private practice and specialize in helping people resolve their chronic knee pain without painkillers, injections, and surgery. I use a variety of techniques and coaching to help people feel great. Some of the techniques that I do, I'm a registered acupuncturist, I'm a registered massage therapist, I'm a clinical nutritionist, a functional exercise movement specialist, and I use other healing modalities as well to help the body come back into balance. So, I wanted to start off by saying that, this blessed month of Ramadan is a great way to look at the body outside of this month. This month teaches us many different things, and a lot of it is self-control and discipline. The things that I'm going to be speaking about today, a big component of that revolves around that. So in my private practice, when people come to see me, the first thing I ask them is, why have they come to see me? And usually it's because of pain. I then ask them, why do they want to get out of pain? That may sound like a silly question, but if someone doesn't have a strong enough why, they're never going to get better. So, based on their why, I develop a treatment plan that will help them achieve their goals. So, amongst the brothers here, how many people have some sort of ache, pain, or health issue that they would like resolved? Can I ask?
I recently developed a pain in my knee.
Okay.
The right side of my knee.
Okay.
So when I'm praying, before I do my salam, there is a strong pain that occurs in my knee, which I definitely want to, cure.
Right.
Find a resolve for that.
Okay.
That's something recent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Same? Lots of knee pain here? Okay. So, unfortunately, a lot of the people that come to me, they don't know their why, and they just want to manage their pain. And that is not the right mindset to be able to do the things you want to do. And one of the things that we, especially during the month of Ramadan, we're praying. And we're praying a lot more than usual. Our Taraweeh prayers, people are staying up for Tahajjud and praying. And this is the blessed month where we get so many rewards for praying. But unfortunately with knee pain, what happens is we actually rush our prayers. And then we lose our focus. And it kind of defeats the purpose of prayer. So I asked this question because I know it's very relevant within our own community. And inshallah, I will be putting out a program that I've designed. It's called Pray Without Knee Pain. And it's a lifestyle-based program because as you're going to see, I'm basically going to go over how I speak to my clients on my initial meeting with them. And then I delve into why they're in pain. And hopefully, inshallah, the goal is to give insight to maybe what might be contributing to your pain or anyone else's knee pain. So the next thing I say, so my conversation basically starts with, I ask my clients probably about 7 or 8 different questions. And the first question is, on a pain level, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain are they currently in? Can I ask you, brother,
I say when it occurs, it's like instant, and I say 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I simply want to get out of that position so that I get myself relieved.
Right.
Until I change my position, it stays, the pain stays.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, I have to wash my face.
Right. And so that's a very common theme with most people. So the people that I deal with, they have chronic knee pain. They've had it for years. They've done certain things. It's actually, they've tried certain things, but they haven't really taken a thorough 360 approach, and that's really what I offer within my program. The next thing that I look at is stress levels. So there are different types of stress that affect pain. So some of the stresses that we look at are, mental emotional stress. So people worry about, their kids, their parents, their finances, a variety of reasons people are stressed. Mentally, emotional stress. Some people get verbally abused. Some people verbally abuse other people. That's not right. And then there's also physical stress. So when people are in pain and they're praying, some people could potentially hurt their knees even more. And so it's really, really important to try to do things that are going to help resolve the issue as opposed to taking a medication, a painkiller, that's just going to mask the symptom. The whole point of trying to do something, if you're going to do it properly, and try and do it and fix the root cause. Because if we don't fix the root cause, we're just masking the symptom. It's kind of like if you're driving a vehicle, if you're driving your car, and your engine light goes on, if you disregard that engine light, eventually something else bigger is going to happen. This is a warning that, look into something. Pain, inflammation is a specific indication that something's going wrong. And a lot of times, what do? We ignore it. Ignoring, hope, and even praying is not enough for the pain to go away. There's a hadith that's narrated by, and basically the hadith is that someone was coming to the masjid to pray, and they were late, and they came on camel or horse, and they didn't tie their horse up. And after the salat, the person came out, and the horse or camel was left. And this person came to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and said, I came for prayer, and Allah was supposed to help me. And he said, no, you don't leave something unattended. You do all the things that you need to do to make sure that nothing wrong goes. And so this is the same thing. A lot of people pray and hope that their pain or distress or whatever it is goes away, but they're not actually doing something about it. Right? Allah gave us the wisdom, the knowledge to be able to apply certain principles to help ourselves. And when we don't do that, we're not finding a real solution to our problems. So stress is a very, very important thing, and it does affect the body. It raises your cortisol levels as well, and that also is a real problem for people because it increases pain and it increases inflammation. So that's one of the things. The next thing is quality of sleep. Especially during the month of Ramadan, we're very, very sleep deprived. And, it's a sunnah, it's a blessing. This is the most blessed month to pray as much as we can, especially at nighttime. We're following the example of our beloved Prophet, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So it does affect our sleep. And if we're running low on fuel, we are going to burn out. And it's going to affect our salat. It's going to affect the way we communicate with people. We may be short-tempered. We may have less patience. We may rush our prayers. There are lots of things that are affected by lack of sleep. The focus and concentration is 100% affected by lack of sleep. And so that's a real issue. At the end of this, I'm going to give suggestions and ideas of how to help you better deal with these situations. The next big, huge, important thing is, how is your diet? I was at an Iftaar the other day, and I was watching people eat like they have not eaten for weeks and months. And this defeats the purpose of fasting. We're not supposed to stuff our faces. And not just stuff our faces, but eat foods that are really not that good for us. If we want sustenance and energy and healing abilities and performance abilities, we need to eat the right foods. We can't eat fried foods. For special occasions, maybe once in a while. But we do this all the time. And not only do we do this, we have an amazing spread of food that is not necessary. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, a third of your tummy should be air, a third should be food, and a third should be water. How many of us really listen to that? If we really truly say that we're trying to follow the steps of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, actions speak louder than words, right? I think I heard a khutbah not too long ago, and I think it was Sheikh Zahir that was saying something about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to eat very, very little, and he used to wait for everyone else to eat. And so, less food actually gives you more energy. So, food is a very, very, very important piece of healing. If we don't have the right nutrients to help our body heal, how are we going to do this? Everyone looks at quantity over quality. Eat less, it's better for you, right? Especially now we're in an epidemic of obesity, right? And within the Indo-Pakistani community, we're very susceptible to heart disease because of the foods that we eat. They are directly related. So this is a real issue with not just our own community, but with the world in general. Everybody's eating fast food, processed food, that are filled with chemicals and toxins. One of the number one reasons why people are ill and they have dis-ease is because of nutritional deficiencies and toxicity. People do not know how to eat properly, and it's hard because you don't know what you don't know. And there's so much conflicting information on the internet. And doctors. Medical doctors, I think they have, maybe 20, 30 hours of nutritional training. That's not anything close to what, how can you give advice to someone on nutrition if you haven't studied it? Doctors are amazing. We have some amazing doctors. And, mashallah, we're very blessed to have a community full of very smart people. But, we still need to educate ourselves on nutrition. It's a big piece of the equation. How is your hydration? Look, this is Ramadan. We don't eat or drink from sunrise to sunset. How many people actually drink 3 cups of water from between Iftaar and Sahur? How many people? People drink juice, they drink pop, they drink sugary drinks, they drink milk, they drink all these other things except water. Just because it's liquid, it does not mean that you're going to get hydrated. There are things in beverages that cause someone to become dehydrated or pain and inflammation. Sugar equals inflammation. If you have pain, stay away from sugar. Really, truly. If you did it for 30 days, I promise you, you will have a significant impact on your pain. That's how important, or that's how harmful sugar is. Before, back in the day, we used to have sugar as a special occasion. Now, people, I was at this Iftaar, you should have seen this spread. There was probably 8 different cakes and donuts and a variety of other things that are just really not good for us. So the other thing that we have to look at is we have to re-examine what a treat is. What is a treat? A treat should be something that's going to help your body, not harm your body. Unfortunately, we have been programmed to think of a treat as something that's not good for us. And so we have to re-examine that. Hydration is very, very important. Please drink water. Don't drink it and guzzle it because your body can only absorb a certain amount at a time. If you chug the water, most of it you'll urinate out because your body cannot absorb it. Especially during this month of Ramadan, I encourage people to boost their electrolytes. So what you want to do is make a jug of water, squeeze 1 or 2 lemons in there. You can put some natural sweetener in there, like stevia, and then put some sea salt in there. Like real sea salt, because salt helps you retain water. Yeah, Celtic sea salt is good. There's different forms, so that's for sure one of them. But you don't want anything processed, iodized. You don't want table salt. That's not what you want. So salt is very important because it also helps you remineralize yourself. When you urinate a lot, you release a lot. You basically are emptying out minerals, which are very important for our body. Hydration is very, very important. The next thing I ask is, how's your digestion? So, how many people in this room have either heartburn, gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea? How many? Anyone? I find that very hard to believe. And I'm telling you, most people cannot differentiate between bloating, feeling bloated, and feeling full. Most people cannot differentiate that. So, and for some people, if you've had those symptoms for so long, you don't even know what feeling good feels like. We actually forgot what it feels like to feel great. How many people feel great? How many people have no pain, no digestive issues, no allergies or sensitivities, no skin issues, no metabolic disease, no heart issues, no diabetes? These are all serious issues, and they're 100% related to our diet and hydration. The next one is, how are you doing emotionally? I ask my patients is, how are you doing emotionally? A lot of times what happens is people lock up their feelings inside. They're struggling. They have pain, internal pain, suffering. Either they're worried about their kids or their parents or their own issues. And it's a real problem. People don't love themselves enough. They don't. Right? They're so hard on themselves. As well as their kids and their spouses and their parents and their co-workers and their friends. This is really an issue. And a big part of our community is taught to suck it up and keep it in. Mental health and wellness is huge. And for anyone who is suffering, I really recommend that you go see someone. Talk to our imams. Talk to someone. You don't have to suffer in silence. And something that might seem very small can be very, very big. And it can impact our bodies, especially with pain and dis-ease. Do you exercise or move daily? Daily. So praying our salat is a form of exercise. But again, how do we pray? Right? Do we rush our prayers? Do we really rush our prayers? Do we rush our prayers? Is it like this and this and this and this? Like when we actually go and we stand like this, how is our posture? Right? When we come down like this, how is our posture? Do we feel our bodies? Everything's about awareness. Where are we? I know we shouldn't be thinking about where we're tight, but like if you do this properly, you will heal a lot of your pain. Just by default. And then the other problem is that, people don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They do the exercises wrong. They do it for a certain time frame as opposed to how they feel. They don't listen to their bodies. And so there's a lot of Muslim brothers and sisters who are trying their best to be active. And they're like, I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk for an hour every day after salat, after iftar. But if you're in pain, why would you do that? It defeats the purpose. And this is about being aware and saying, okay, how do I really give my body what it needs as far as exercise or movement? Because when you start doing things biomechanically, your body's going to start shifting. If I'm in pain, I'm muscle guarding. And so, sorry, I have this. If I'm walking and my knee hurts, I'm going to probably put a lot more pressure on this knee. And so now, what am I doing? I'm damaging this knee. Right? it defeats the purpose. So instead of doing longer, think about quality, not quantity. Exercise is very important. Most of us live a sedentary lifestyle. They sit in front of a desk. They're not moving. They're not increasing their heart rate. So I recommend do something. Move your body. Get a little bit of a sweat. Sweating is very, very, very good for us. Our biggest detoxification organ is our skin. So in order to get rid of toxins, the best way to do it, water. Drink water because you'll excrete, and sweat. Sweating is good for us. Right? And then I ask, do you have any pre-existing medical conditions? How many people in here right now have 0 health issues? It's a lot, right? Everyone has something. So that's a very big thing. And then usually when you have some sort of issue, you're on some sort of medication. And we need the medication. But a lot of times, the medication may cause some side effects that we're complaining about. But you have to take the medication because if you have a health issue, you have to take the medication. You have to listen to your doctor. So how do I summarize this? I basically say, okay, you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're not hydrated, your digestion is off. You're emotionally, you're not that well for some people. You don't exercise or move. You have these medical conditions. You're on these medications. How do you expect your body to heal? If you go to a doctor or a surgeon or a natural practitioner like myself, or anyone for that matter, you can have the best treatment in the world. But if you have all these things going on, your body's not in the right environment to heal. So how do you do that? So the good news is that we have control over many of these things. And we can help ourselves with a little bit of guidance. And this is not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. A little tweak, a little change, a little. Start small. I've listed a whole bunch of things. Why don't you start with one thing? The problem is people get overwhelmed and then they don't do anything. Or they start and they set themselves up for failure. And you can't do that because you will set yourself up for failure. These things have to be, in order to create change, you need to create habits. What are habits? Habits are things that you do every day. Ramadan is a great tool to use for the rest of the 11 months of the year. Look what it's teaching us. It's teaching us self-discipline. It's teaching us to pray. It's teaching us to, alleviate your things remove your things from, like food and talking nicely and being good to yourself, as well as your, zakat is, doing good for other people, but doing good for yourself as well. So, at the end of the day, really it's about trying to take care of your body the best that you can. And, you can take medications, painkillers, injections, but like I said, if your body's not in the right environment to heal, it's nearly impossible. As young brothers and sisters, it's a lot easier for them to heal from injury and illness. Their body's more resilient. As we age, it takes a lot longer to heal. It just does. So keep that in mind. It's easier to prevent something than to cure it. Prevention is the key. Don't wait for something to happen. So, if we don't change our behavior, we'll never change our results. We just won't. So, I really pray that everybody take time and be aware of your body. And so, I'm going to finish off with, the solution. Okay? Solutions. Be mindful and aware of what we do and how it makes us feel. So whether we eat a food, okay, if I eat something, do I feel tired after? Does it give me energy? Do I feel joint pain? Do I have a skin rash because of the food that I'm eating? People don't equate food with how we feel. It's a big problem. Sleep. Be mindful of your sleep. Go to bed. Take naps. It's encouraged. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ took naps. He did. He prayed all night, but he did take naps. Practice self-discipline and self-control. This is the month that we're blessed with, that we can practice this every day for 30 days, inshallah. Use this to our advantage. Practice self-mastery. Master yourself. It's so important. Reflect on how you feel and how you can make yourself better. And have complete faith in Allah. There's a saying, lock your car, but trust in God. Right? You don't know, if you leave your car open, it's going to get stolen, potentially. Right? Lock your car, trust in God. You do what you can do within your means, and let Allah take care of the rest, inshallah. So, eat better, stay hydrated, move your body every day. So you can walk, you can do simple stretches, breathe. When we're stressed out, we do not breathe. Everyone holds their breath. Yoga is an amazing thing that you can do to increase mobility, strength, flexibility, endurance, balance, coordination. You don't have to do what they show you on TV or on YouTube. You don't have to do these crazy exercises. You can do them sitting down. You can stretch. You can stretch like this, right? You can move your legs. And I can show you exercises on another day. We don't have time. Right? You can do general calisthenics. You don't have to jump. Right? You can do simple range of motion exercises. Move your neck. Move your wrists. Move your elbows. Move your knees. Move your legs. Move your ankles. Your toes and fingers. This is circulation. How can you get sick or be in pain if there's good blood flow? You can't. Well, not that you can't. It's a lot harder, right? Get good quality of sleep. Have a nighttime routine that supports you. Control your stress as much as you can. Really, truly. It's imperative. Pray, ask Allah for guidance. Be more kind and gentle with others, and especially yourself. Really love yourself more. We give so much. What do we take in? What do we take in? When you fly on an airplane and before you fly, the stewardess, the flight attendant says, in case of emergency, put the mask on first before you help someone else. How can you help someone else if you can't help yourself? Practice being mindful and building awareness with how you feel and what causes your pain and discomfort. Take note. If you don't track it, how can you measure it? And then learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's a huge thing. And it's going to be painful. And it's going to hurt. Life is hard. And we get tested every single day. Allah says it. We're going to get tested. And the beautiful thing about it is that once we pass that test, we're going to get another test. And we're going to get tested until the day we go. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the last thing is just breathe. Do what you can. Do what you can. Don't overwhelm yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. And pray. And inshallah, if you have any questions, I'm here. My information you can get from the imams, and hopefully, inshallah, we can do this again soon. Real quick, if there's any questions, I have one or two questions. If anyone has, anyone? Okay. Well, jazakallah for your time. Thank you very, very much, and inshallah, Allah continue to bless all of us during this blessed month.
Thank you.
Well, I listen to you, yes. And I hope and pray as well that every single person that listens to what it is you said implement something. Every, like, your entire concept and philosophy that you spoke about it, but I am in mind with it.
Most of us are. Most of us are. I would say almost everybody is. But the problem is doing. Right? Doing is the hard part. Doing is the hard part.
It's hard because, let me tell you, last week, I lost a cousin of mine, 53 years old. Went upstairs, reading namaz, come back downstairs and talking to his Leroy Trinidad. Just being fallen and down.
Yeah. Listen, my niece, 22 years old, 2 years ago, passed away. Congenital heart failure. Age is not indicative of death. It's not. Allah knows best. When it's our time, it's written. I'm not about longevity. I'm about quality of life.
Quality of life, yeah.
When it's our time, it's already written.
You have your kids that you want to live for, that you want to live healthy.
Yeah.
You want to, that's primary thing.
So, inshallah, people can, I'm very passionate about what I do. I sincerely hope that and pray that people take better care of themselves. And I tell people the goal, when they come to see me, it's not about keep coming back. The goal is for you to teach you
information
to yeah. It is. Just awareness.
Yeah.
It's so important.
He just wanted to set up.
Oh, sorry.
No, him. Just you guys move a little bit. He's trying to set the camera up.
Okay.
It's fine. You can start with that.
Just a little bit.
Thank you, Jazakallah.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so
I call those that's what I see.
I'm right after and time a scripture I take audience and morning I have to take not only
My advice is always one of the things that is good is don't try getting off of your medication without your doctor. Right? Listen, it's illegal for me to give you information or anyone's information about certain illnesses without knowing your background, history, all that stuff.
I take like two minutes forward. I already done it in the morning. Night times, okay, I take like in the morning it's too early. Maybe sometimes we start complaining. So it's very good. 5 or 6 hours. Instead of 12 hours, you're reaching 6 hours. So I talk to my physician, one time. That's when you know that we are
Most people.
Yeah.
Not all people. I've seen people gain a lot of weight. They're better.
What I do.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand it, but it's okay.
मेरी भी जगह देगी होता है जब मैं सो जाता हूँ ऐसे घंटे बाद मुझे 5-7 प्रश्न ये बहुत दिक्कत होती है मेरे पट्टे बहुत वीक हैं ये प्राण अंग के साथ एक्टिविटी करता है जैसे जो है इसमें कर रहती है बहुत वीक तो
GD speaker, right? Okay.
No, at my,
Let's see, some of them be English. Punjab, okay. Okay. मेरे पंजाबी उर्दू no Urdu not Punjabi Torah, okay. So
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويسألونك عن ذي القرنين قل سأتلو عليكم منه ذكرا إنا مكنا له في الأرض وآتيناه من كل شيء سببا فأتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمئة ووجد عندها قوما قلنا يا ذا القرنين إما أن تعذب وإما أن تتخذ فيهم حسنا قال أما من ظلم فسوف نعذبه ثم يرد إلى ربه فيعذبه عذابا نكرا وأما من آمن وعمل صالحا فله جزاء الحسنى وسنقول له من أمرنا يسرا ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس وجدها تطلع على قوم لم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا كذلك وقد أحطنا بما لديه خبرا ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا قالوا يا ذا القرنين إن يأجوج ومأجوج مفسدون في الأرض فهل نجعل لك خرجا على أن تجعل بيننا وبينهم سدا قال ما مكني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهم ردما آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصدفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليه قطرا فما استطاعوا أن يظهروه وما استطاعوا له نقبا قال هذا رحمة من ربي فإذا جاء وعد ربي جعله دكا وكان وعد ربي حقا وتركنا بعضهم يومئذ يموج في بعض ونفخ في الصور فجمعناهم جمعا وعرضنا جهنم يومئذ للكافرين عرضا الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كافها يا عين صاد ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا إذ نادى ربه نداء خفيا قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا ولم أكن بدعائك رب شقيا وإني خفت الموالي من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقرا فهب لي من لدنك وليا يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعله رب رضيا يا زكريا إنا نبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لم نجعل له من قبل سميا قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبر عتيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تك شيئا قال رب اجعل لي آية قال آيتك ألا تكلم الناس 3 ليال سويا فخرج على قومه من المحراب فأوحى إليهم أن سبحوا بكرة وعشيا يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا وحنانا من لدنا وزكاة وكان تقيا وبرا بوالديه ولم يكن جبارا عصيا وسلام عليه يوم ولد ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا قالت أنى يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا صدق الله العظيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله